Hey guys, welcome to our episode 3 of our Linux Administrator series. So in this video we will be learning some basic and most useful Linux terminal commands that will be used in day-to-day life of a Linux administrator. So every Linux user or administrator should know these commands because these are the basic commands that are used everywhere in Linux operating systems. So let's get started. So if you want to become a good Linux user, then you need to be familiar with the terminal and its commands because they will only help you out to become good Linux user or administrator. So these are some few basic commands that every Linux user should know. So let's talk about them. So first is the pwd command, that stands for print working directory and is used to print the current working directory of our user or where we are standing. Then our next command is ls command. So ls command stands for list. So it will list the files or folders in the current directory. Then our next command is cat command. So cat command is used to read the content of a file and also to write anything to it. Then our next command is find command. So find command is used to find any specific file. If you don't know the name of the file but you know something else about the file, like size of the file or date when it is updated or something else, who has the ownership of the file, so we can use that details to find the file where it is located. Then our next command is touch command. So touch command is used to create an empty file. It can be text file or any other file. Our next command is mkdir. So mkdir used to make a directory and rmdir used to remove the directory. Then our next command is cp and mv. So cp is used to copy the directory or file from one place to another. Similarly, mv used to move that file from one destination to another. And our last command is cd command. So cd command is used to change the current directory. So let's move to our terminal, then we will see how can we use these commands practically. So finally we are at our Linux terminal. So our first command is pwd command. As I told you, pwd command is used to print the current working directory where I am standing right now. So I am standing in the root directory. So our next command is ls command. So ls command is used to list the directories, folder or files in the current working directory. So it will list all the directory files in the root directory where I am currently standing. So as you can see, these are the files or directories which are located in the root directory. Now if you want to know more about these directories or files, like information when it is created, who has the ownership of these files, so we can use ls -l and -s. So it will show more information about that file or directory. As you can see, the permissions, the ownership, who owns it, user or group, when it is created or updated, and many other details are there. So we can use clear command to clear the content of the terminal. So next command is cd command. So cd command is used to change the directory. For example, if I want to move to the downloads directory, then I can just write cd and download on name of the directory. So now I will print the current working directory using the pwd command. So as you can see, I have moved to the root, then the downloads directory. So this is how you can use the cd command to change your current directory. So now if I want to move backward to the root directory, then I can just use cd, then double dots, then I will be moved back to our root directory, as you can see here. So next command is touch command. So touch command is used to create a file, as I have already told. So now if I want to create a empty file with name file.txt, so it will be created in my current working directory. As you can see, previously it was not there, but now it has been created. So using touch command I can create any empty file which you want. So now our next command is mkdir. Similarly, if we want to create a directory, then we can use the mkdir command. Just we have to name our directory. For example, if I want to create a directory with name hers, and I will list the current directory. So as you can see, hers directory is created. Previously it was not there, but now it is created. So similarly, if you want to remove the directory, then we can use the rmdir, then name of the directory. So now we can see our directory has been removed. Similarly, if you want to remove the file.txt, then we can use the rm command, then name of the file, then y. So as you can see, our file has been removed successfully. So these commands are very useful commands. You should know them. Then our next command is cp command. So cp command is used to copy any file or directory if you want. So let's create an empty file first. So as you can see, our file has been created using the touch command. So now if I want to copy the hash.txt file to our downloads directory, then I can use the cp command to copy it. So first I have to provide the name of our file, that is hash.txt, then the path where I have to copy it. So I have to copy it to the downloads directory. Then again the name of the file which I want to save it as. So it say it's already exists. Let's change a directory to another. So we can use again the cp command, the name of our file. Then let's copy it to the music directory. Then again name of the file. So as you can see, it has been copied. So let's move to our music directory. Now as you can see, the file has been copied successfully. So similarly, if I want to move the hertz.txt file to documents directory, then I can use the mv command. Then again the name of the file. Then where I want to move it. So for example, if I want to move it to the document directory, then name of the file again. So our file has been moved successfully. As you can see, it not exist here. So let's check it in the documents directory. So as you can see, the file has been moved successfully. So our last command is find command. So as I've already told you, find command is used to find any file where it exists. So for example, if I want to find the hertz.txt file, I don't know where it exists. So I can just write find command. Then if I want to find it in the current directory, then I have to just provide the dot. So it will find it in the current directory. If you want to change the directory, then you can provide the whole path of the directory here for the first parameter. Then our next parameter will be the name of the file. So name of the file is hertz.txt. So it will list the file if it exists in the current working directory. So as you can see, the file exists in 3 directories as we have already copied using our previous commands. So this is how we can use the find command to find any file or directory. So you can provide more information of the file if you don't know the name of the file but you know something else. So we can use the manual of the find command to see what it takes. So if you don't want to read the manual, then we can use the find and hyphen help. So this will show our short details of the command. So we have covered all our basic commands. So let's see some questions that may be asked in RHCSA exam. So these are some sample questions that will help you to know how the questions are asked in the RHCSA exam. So let's see and solve them one by one. So our first question is find all the files with name passwd and copy them into the directory mnt and copy. So from reading this question, we got idea that we have to find the file with name passwd and copy all the files that we get with passwd name into the given directory. So I hope you got the idea of which command we have to use. So yes, we have to use the find command to find the file with name passwd. Then we have to copy them into the directory. So we will be using find command only to copy them into the directory. Don't worry, let's see how can we solve this question. So as we know, we have to first search for the file with name passwd. Then we have to copy them into the mnt/copy directory. So first we need to check if the /mnt copy directory exists or not. If it does not exist, then we need to create it. Let's see if it exists or not. So it say there is no directory or file. So first we need to create the directory. So let's create the directory using the mkdir command. So directory has been created successfully. Let's check it. So as you can see, our directory has been created. Now we have to find for the file with the name passwd. So we can use the find command again. Then the path of the directory we are going to search. So we will be searching in the root directory. So that's why we will provide the root symbol here. Then next, the name of the file is passwd. Now this is the first part of our question that we have completed. So now second part is that all the files which will be find using this command, we have to copy them into the mnt/copy directory. So for this we need to provide the execute parameter. Then what we want to execute after the find command has find all the files. So we need to execute the cp command. Then as per the cp command, we need to provide the name of the file. So name of the file we will be getting from the find command. So just we need to provide the curly brackets here. Nothing else we have to do. From this we don't need to provide any name because name of the file or directory or path we will be getting from the find. So next, where we want to copy the directory, so we can provide the mnt/copy. So now we need to end the command. Then we can use the slash, then semicolon. So this will be our command to solve this question. So let's see if it worked or not. it may take time to find the directories because we are searching in the root directory. So as you can see, our command has been executed successfully. So let's see if it has copied our files or not. So we can use the ls command, then the path. So as you can see, our file has been copied. So it has copied one file only because it will override the files, because we are copying all the files with same name. So it will override the current file and then copy the next file. So you need to remember this. So we have completed our first question. So next question is, find all the files owned by the user hers and copy them into or to the directory mnt/hers. So as we can see, the difference between these two questions is, in the first question we know the name of the file, but in the second question we know only who has the ownership of the file. We don't know the name of the file, and then we have to copy them into the mnt/hers directory. So first we need to create the mnt/hers directory exists or not. Then if it exists, then we need to move further, and if it does not exist, then we will be creating it first and then we will be finding the file. So let's move to the terminal. So before moving ahead, we need to first check if the directory exists or not where we want to copy them. So let's see. So as you can see, the directory does not exist. So first we will be creating the directory using the mkdir command, then the name of the directory. So let's check if it is created or not. So as you can see, our file directory has been created. So now we will be moving forward to the find command. So after using the find command, now we need to provide the path where we will be searching for the file. So we will be searching in the root directory again. Then now we don't know the name of the file, but we know who has the ownership of the file. So we can use the user command, user parameter, then the name of the user who has the ownership. Then again we can use the execute parameter to execute the command after finding the files. So we can use the cp command to copy the files, then the name of the files to where we want to copy them to the mnt/hers directory. Then again we will be closing the command using the slash and semicolon. So this will be our command for this question. So let's see if it worked or not. So our command has been executed. Let's see if it had copied some files or not. So we need to clear the terminal first. Now we will be listing the files of the directory that we have copied it. So as you can see, our file has been copied successfully. So these are the files that has ownership of user hers. So all the files has been copied here. So let's move to our next question and the last one. So our next and last question is, find all the files in the /etc directory that were modified more than 180 days ago and copy all of them to directory /var tmp and pvt. So let's understand the question. What is it saying? So we need to copy all the files in the /etc directory, but not to the subdirectories of the etc directory. You need to remember the question. Then that were modified more than 180 days ago. So there are three parameters that will be providing, that we need to find the only files, not the directories. Then we need to find in the etc directory, but not in the subdirectories of the etc directory. Then the modification time, and then at last what we want to execute after finding the files. So let's check if the directory exists where we want to copy the files. So there is no directory. So first we will be creating the directory using the mkdir command. So as you can see, our directory has been created. So now we will be moving forward to find the files. So we will be using the find command again. Then we need to provide the directory where we want to search. So we will be searching in the root, then etc directory. Then we will be providing the type of the file we want to search using the type parameter. So f is for the file. The next parameter is max depth. So max depth, as we know, we don't want to search in the subdirectories of the etc directory. We only want to search in the etc directory. That's why we'll be using only one depth. Then our next parameter will be when it was updated. So we'll be using the hyphen m time, then plus 180. So all the files will which will be updated before 180 days ago. Then what we want to execute using the hyphen execute parameter. Then we need to copy the files to the var slash tmp slash pvt directory. Then again we will be closing the command. So this will be the answer for this question. So let's see if it work or not. So here it is saying that we need to provide the max step parameter before the type parameter. So let's change the places of both these. So as you can see, our command has been executed. So let's see if it has copied some files or not in the var tmp hyphen pvt directory. So as you can see, it has all copied all the files with the following parameters successfully. So this is how you got an idea how the questions are asked in the RHCSA exam. So I hope guys you learned something new in today's video. So if you face any issue while using these commands or while doing the questions, then you can ask in the comment section. If you want to learn more commands of Linux, then I have already created a video on that, whose link I will provide in the description, so you can see and check it out. So thank you guys for watching. See you in the next episode. Stay tuned